Gonzalez. Yehi. Nori goes looking. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rodri. Gonzalez. Nori. Gorgeous control there. Time to deliver. Gonzalez. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Just brushed off the ball there. Gonzalez. There's a long ball. Palmer. Semenyo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez drives it forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. João Pedro. It's Pedro! That's sprayed out wide. Pedro Neto. There are a few waiting for it. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Forward it goes. And it's hoisted clear. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And it's Bernardo Silva. Palmer. Adebayo hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Gonzalez. And it's played forward. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Foden looking to run onto it. Bernardo Silva. João Pedro gets it back into the middle. Semenyo! A real chance and a real let-off. James.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
James. Fernandez.
I think they've got to make a statement now to say to their opposition, we're not giving up without a scrap, to give themselves the belief that this is recoverable.
Big chance! Fernandez has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Fernandez! Can he deliver? Foden gets it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And he's cut it out. Adebayo. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. It's Pedro! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Gonzalez. Rodri. Good take, and he's had a look. Keeps everyone guessing. Aimed in towards the centre. Caicedo. Adebayo. Adebayo. Rodri. Gehi. Gonzalez. That's been drilled forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Oh, denied at the last. Gehi. Goes direct to the front line. Palmer. Adebayo. Gehi. Rodri. Hoists it forward. Ball's gone out of play. Bernardo Silva up to meet it. No, he can't turn it in.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. That's been levered clear. Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Out towards the flank. Gonzalez. And that's sprayed out wide. Rodri. Ignoring. Really good feet. Plays it out to the wing. Battles to win it back. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Too much elaboration and not enough penetration. No damage likely.
And it's played forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nori plays it forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Fernandez goes looking. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Forward it goes. Got a shot away. And out to safety. Yehi. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Nori. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? Nori. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedro Neto drives it forward. He's on the move, and he's going to have to go it alone. Gonzalez. Semenyo. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Nori. Rodri. Gonzalez. Nori. Gonzalez. Rodri. Nori. Gonzalez. Rodri. Gonzalez. Nori. Bernardo Silva loses his balance and loses the ball. Gonzalez. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. Fernandez. It's Pedro! Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Yehi. Gonzalez. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chalobah is there to heave it away. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Fernandez receives a free kick for that. And that's gone straight into the wall. Receives it from behind. Chalobah gets it away. That's the throw. That'll be a throw-in. Fernandez. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. João Pedro. And that has been clubbed away. Adebayo gets it forward. Nouri. Gonzalez. Looking to hit the front line.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Cucurella. Now it's Foden. Looking to break out here. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. Palmer. Has a pop! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Fernandez turns it out wide. Firmly met. Semenyo hit long and direct. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. A buccaneering run from the defender. Adebayo with the clearance. Hoists it forward. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Gonzalez. Semenyo. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Foden. You can get that clear. Rodri. Gonzalez. Nouri. Gonzalez. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Foden. He's in! Haaland has a hit! And that's wide.
Haaland just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Chalobah. James. Adebayo. Fernandez. Cucurella. Palmer. Nicely controlled. Hit into the middle. And that's been well dealt with. Semenyo. Rodri drives it towards the front. Gonzalez. Now it's Pedro. Pedro! Keeper always had the measure of that. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pedro Neto. Gonzalez. Rodri. Foden. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Come back to the keeper. James. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fernandez. Cucurella. Bernardo Silva goes up and over. Good idea, just poorly executed. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Looks to clip it forward. James attempts a clearance. Great leap! And that has been cleared. Pedro. Pedro tries running with the ball at his feet. And he's away. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Caicedo. Palmer. Well read, he sorted that out. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Out towards the flank. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from the forward. He wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
And the through ball is intercepted. And the weighted pass. That intervention was very necessary. Pedro Neto. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Adebayo. Cucurella. Adebayo. Now it's Pedro. Pedro plays it out to the flank. James. In by James. And that should be the keeper's.
Manchester City really are almost trying to pass the ball through a brick wall at the moment. You can see the sense of anxiety has now shifted to the stands.
James crosses. Danger averted for now. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Forward it goes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's played forward. Looking for a corner. Defence can get it clear. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And it's Bernardo Silva. Played out to the right. Beautifully done. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Cucurella. Pumps it into the area. Foden. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Fernandez gets it back. James. Adebayo tries to get it forward quickly. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Ignoring. Goes for the cross. Oh, the clearance is short. Bernardo Silva. And that's another throw. Time to deliver. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. Gonzalez. And the counter is on. James. Caicedo. Fernandez. Pedro. Oh, that's neat. Knocks it away. Haaland. Let's put a stop to that. Fernandez. He's there. It's Pedro! Head towards the front men. James. Fernandez. Gonzalez. And that's sprayed out wide. That's a good ball to find him. Fernandez drives it forward. Caicedo. Palmer. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Foden. Gonzalez. Hoists it forward. João Pedro. He's on his way. Pedro Neto. Out for a throw. James. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Palmer. João Pedro. He's got away. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Foden. Just brushed off the ball there. Fernandez. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandez. That's a good foot in there. Haaland. Out to the right. Well, they could break here. Foden. He gets past his man. And that's been levered clear. Oh, real danger here. Goes for goal! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Cucurella. Chalobah. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Palmer. Has a pop! He's kept it out just.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Fernandez with the short one. And he heaves it forward. Adebayo. Gorgeous control there. Fernandez gets it back. Referee has just said play on. Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Forward it goes. Fernandes. Adrabayo. Chalobah. Fernandes. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto with a delicate ball. Shot at goal! Hoists it forward. Gehi. Gonzalez. Tries to get it forward quickly. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out towards the flank. Gonzalez. Rodri. Pedro is fouled. Chalobah. Caicedo. Forward it goes. Fernandes. Nice touch. Now it's Haaland. Cucurella. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Fernandes battles to win it back. Caicedo. Palmer. Cucurella. Fernandes. Fernandes plays it forward. Hoists it forward. Bernardo Silva. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Keeps everyone guessing. And he's there to hoof it away. And that's been won straight back. He's got away. Haaland pings it out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Played into the middle. Adrabayo tries to clear. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Rodri. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Cucurella can get it clear. Rodri. Gonzalez. Rodri. Gonzalez. Can't get the better of his opposite number. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, the crowd aren't happy. They wanted a shot and it didn't arrive.
Well, that's where he wants it. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Gonzalez. Rodri. Nouri. Rodri. It's sprayed out wide. Adebayo. Fernandes. Adebayo. Chalobah. Gonzalez. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Palmer. Chelsea going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Adebayo. Chalobah. Caicedo. James. Adebayo. Cucurella. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Forward it goes.
Haaland really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Rodri. Nouri. That is terrific skill. Plenty waiting in the middle. It's on a plate. Haaland has a goal! Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Nouri gets it back. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandes. Chalobah. Into the last 5 minutes. Caicedo hoists it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rodri. Yehi tries to locate someone up front. Adebayo. Chalobah. Fernandes. Adebayo. Palmer. Adebayo. Plays it out to the flank. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. Adebayo with the clearance. Rodri. Gonzalez. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Palmer. Finds himself eased off the ball. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Up towards the front line. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Adebayo. Pedro Neto. James. Forward it goes. João Pedro. Pedro! Standing save to keep that out. Rodri. Gonzalez. get it forward quickly. Adrabayo. Fernandez. Cucurella. Whipped in. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Good ball. Goes for goal! Nori is there to heave it away. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Cleared away, and it's been taken straight back. Gonzalez. Nori. Gonzalez. Hoists it high, and it's got through. Foden. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And he just whacks it away. Pedro is on a run down the left wing. He's left his man. Gets it into the middle. Donnarumma is there to take. Bernardo Silva. Adrabayo. Pedro. Semenyo. Haaland spreads it towards the left. Oh, really good feet from him. Clearance and very necessary. Manchester City have it back and they can go again. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Pedro. Nori. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro has brushed off the ball there. That looks a foul. Yep, the referee's given it.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Yehi. Nori drives it forward. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now it's Haaland. Gonzalez. Pedro. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And it's played forward. Fernandez. Caicedo. He's gone for it! Oh, that's a waste. Rodri. Foden. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. That's been levered clear. Rodri. Lovely bit of skill. Gonzalez. Haaland. Haaland! Oh, he's missed it. James. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. James. On the right now. What's on? Great strength. Too strong for his opponent. Pedro Neto. Shapes to shoot! Away from immediate danger. Rodri. Ignori. Played in with accuracy. Caicedo. Well positioned to make that interception. Ignori. Yehi. Gonzalez. Forward it goes. Timely intervention. Palmer. Cucurella. Adebayo. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Rodri. He's found his man. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Semenyo. Now the breakaway. Haaland. Gonzalez. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva! And that's off target. James. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Caicedo. Chalobah plays it forward. James. Chalobah. Yehi. Gonzalez. Semenyo. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Fernandes. Palmer. Oh, good interception. Rodri. Gonzalez. Ignori. Semenyo. Oh, that's neat. Ignori. Gonzalez. João Pedro. Fernandes. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandes. João Pedro. He's off. It's Pedro! Oh, another save.
João Pedro can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. Rodri. Fernandes did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. He's left his man. Can't get the better of his opposite number. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Adebayo positions himself well and cuts it out. João Pedro. Clearance and very necessary. Fernandes. Oh, he's caught in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Fernandes! Cucurella. That is terrific skill. Going for goal! That's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Rodri. And he's there to cut it out. Cucurella. It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had chances, but it is still 0-0. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rodri. Cucurella. Fernandes. Hoists it forward. He's got away, gets it back. They've played it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's had a shot! Danger averted for now. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Rodri. And it's played forward. Has he found his man? Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Fernandes needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Gonzalez. And that is as far as they're going to go. Forward it goes. Pedro Neto. He's looked long this time. Dipped over the top. He's got that one wrong. Rodri. Foden. Fernandes with a good steal, well played. Palmer. Chalobah. Caicedo. Chalobah tries to get it forward quickly. Fernandes. James. Clears it out of harm's way. Fernandes. Well read, he sorted that out. Adebayo. Fernandes. Palmer. That intervention was very necessary. Gonzalez. Nori. Semenyo. Referee's given a throw. Chalobah. Caicedo. James. Gonzalez. Rodri. Gonzalez. Kings it out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Adebayo with the clearance. And it's Bernardo Silva. Whipped in. Kikubera is there and he can get that clear. Bernardo Silva. Foden. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Adebayo plays it forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. It's sprayed out wide. Turns and goes back. Oh, that's nice. Bernardo Silva! Chalobah drives it forward. Gonzalez. Out towards the flank. Rodri. Foden. Nice touch. Rodri. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Adebayo. Chalobah. Fernandes. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. It's Pedro! Rodri. Gonzalez hoists it forward. Chalobah attempts a clearance. Yehi tries to switch the play. Rodri. Gonzalez. Nouri. Crosses in a low one. Cut out in the nick of time. Pedro Neto. Chalobah goes looking. Adebayo drives it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Adebayo. Palmer. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. Caicedo. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Fernandez. Nouri. Gonzalez. Nouri. Gonzalez. Gets wrestled off the ball. Caicedo. Fernandez. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. And it's played forward. And that's been won straight back. James. Pedro Neto floats one over. Defending of the desperate variety. Palmer. Foden. Cuts it out. Adebayo plays it forward. Palmer. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Hoists it forward. Rodri. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Pedro Neto. Palmer. And it's played forward. It's gone a long way up and away. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. That's a brilliant interception. Now a chance to break. Now it's Haaland. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to... The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. Fernandes has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well played, he saw that coming. Semenyo. Foden. Strong punch. And he's there to clear it. Semenyo. Gonzalez. Rodri. Nice touch. Now it's Bernardo Silva has a goal! And out to safety. Gonzalez. Nuri. Just brushed off the ball there. He's made sure that that won't get through. Rodri. Gonzalez. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Foden. Oh, that's neat. Rodri. Nuri. Bernardo Silva, great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Bernardo Silva really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Haaland. It's a loose ball. Fernandes. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. Adebayo. Up towards the front line. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Rodri. Cucurella. Adebayo. Palmer. Well, that's where he wants it. Knocks it away. That's not going to make it. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto goes looking. He's gone for it! It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Nuri tries a pass forward. And that has been cleared. Gonzalez. It's broken loose.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Adebayo. Forward it goes. That's a brilliant interception. Gonzalez. Joao Pedro. Fernandes. Gets it back. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rory. Pedro Neto battles to win it back. And it's played forward. Fernandes. Adebayo. James tries to get it forward quickly. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Gonzalez. Haaland. Gonzalez. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Palmer. Hoists it forward. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Caicedo. And that's been levered clear. And it's been taken straight back. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. It's a throw. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. That is terrific skill. Now it's Pedro Neto. There are a few waiting for it. James crosses. Pedro has given away a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. Caicedo. Chalobah. Caicedo. Chalobah drives it forward. Rodri. Gonzalez. Semenyo. Lovely bit of skill. Well positioned to make that interception. Joao Pedro gets it back. Haaland shoots. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. James. Chalobah. Adebayo, and it's played forward. Rodri. Gonzalez tries to get it forward quickly. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Caicedo. Adebayo. Pedro looks to get on the end of this. Rory. Bernardo Silva. Forward it goes. Rodri tries to get it forward quickly. James. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Adebayo. Adebayo with a searching ball. Rodri. Foden finds himself eased off the ball. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Battles to win it back. Fernandes. Dinks one in. Tries to get it clear. Knocks it away. Chelsea with another corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Semenyo. Forward pass. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Palmer. Fernandes. Cucurella. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. It's come through. Hoists it forward. Rodri. Palmer. Decent progress down the left. He's through the middle. Now it's João Pedro. And it's hoisted clear. Caicedo. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Yehi. Semenyo. Gonzalez. And it's played forward. Semenyo. Gonzalez. Foden. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? Chance! Movement there, but not the best of finishes.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
James. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Fernandes. Fernandes goes looking. Really good feet. Tings it out wide. Palmer. Fernandes. Cucurella. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Chalobah attempts a clearance. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva proving impossible to run. Has a hit! James. Chalobah. Caicedo. Chalobah plays it forward. Rodri. Just brushed off the ball there. Chalobah.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Caicedo. Fernandes. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Fernandes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Foden. Tries to get it forward quickly. Cucurella drives it forward. Adrabayo. Pedro Neto desperately wants to get on it. Just a silly free kick. Gonzalez loses his balance and loses the ball. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. Back into the middle. Bernardo Silva! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Cleared away. Played into the middle. Chalobah with the clearance. Gonzalez. And he heaves it forward. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Bernardo Silva, out to the right, pumps it into the area.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. This could spell danger. Palmer! Your attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Rodri. Foden. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hoists it forward. And it's hoisted clear. Cucurella. Lovely feet. Palmer. Now it's Pedro. Out to the left it goes. A chance to play it in. Cucurella plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
The defence did very well to be able to close him down in numbers like that. They basically suffocated his hopes.
Rodri. Foden. It's Bernardo Silva. And he's cut it out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. And very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Gonzalez. Foden. Gonzalez. João Pedro. Palmer. Palmer. Gorgeous control there. Fernandes. Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Rodri. Tries to get it forward quickly. Nouri looks to bypass the midfield. Fernandes. Adrabayo. Hoists it high. Gonzalez. Semenyo. Pedro Neto, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Chalobah drives it forward. Gonzalez. Haaland, timely intervention. James. Pedro Neto. Semenyo. Foden gets on the end of it. And the shot! Just off target.
Foden did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Chalobah. Caicedo. Nouri. Gehi. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Gonzalez. That's sprayed out wide. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! A great save! class.
Haaland simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Forward it goes. Pedro Neto. James. Now it's Schwab shoots! That's a half-decent try.
João Pedro certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Rodri. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
Adebayo. And it's played forward. James. James switches it towards the other side. Quarter of an hour played. Played in with accuracy. Nouri. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. There to get rid. João Pedro. Chalobah. Caicedo. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella goes looking. That has put a stop to that. Rodri hoists it forward. Chalobah tries to clear. Cucurella. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Foden. Could be thinking about a shot here. Semenyo! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Semenyo is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
James. He's dealt with that well. Whipped it again.
Chelsea have been making some good inroads down the right. Neto really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contributions, I think, are going to be key. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
Adebayo plays it forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. Looking for a decent ball in. Adebayo can get it clear. James can hoist it clear. Bernardo Silva. Looking to get within range. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Bernardo Silva. James. João Pedro. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Gets away from his opponent. Foden. And it's played forward. And that's been levered clear. Haaland. Forward it goes. Gonzalez. Adebayo gets rid without sophistication. Adebayo tries to get it forward quickly. Foden. He's had a go! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished. Palmer.
Adebayo. Chalobah. Gonzalez. Rory. Plays it into the box. Cleared without complication. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Manchester goes for it! Decent enough try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Foden.
Palmer.
Cucurella. Chalobah. Forward it goes. Fernandes.
Palmer.
Fernandes. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Rory. Hoists it forward. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo.
Palmer.
Fernandes. And the finish! Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Haaland. Semenyo. Rory. Foden. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Now it's Joao Pedro. Fernandes. And he's there to hoof it away. Fernandes. Now it's Joao Pedro. It's Pedro! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Fernandes, who's short. Oh, really good feet from him. Now it's Joao Pedro. Shapes to shoot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Gonzalez. And it's played forward. Haaland. Chalobah goes looking. Fernandes. Nuri. Rodri. Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandes. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Haaland. Gets wrestled off the ball. Caicedo. Adrabayo. Pedro Neto. James. Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Caicedo. Pedro! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Tries to get it forward quickly. Bernardo Silva. The referee's awarded a free kick. Palmer. Cucurella. Pedro pushes to get on the end of it. Battles to win it back. Rodri. Nuri. Semenyo. Nuri. Keeps everyone guessing. Can he deliver? Nuri goes for the cross. Gonzalez. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Keeper's ball. Pedro Neto. Oh, good interception. Gonzalez. Nuri, and it's got through. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Caicedo, Chalobah, Fernandes. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. Plays it out to the wing. Nicely controlled. Gonzalez. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Gets it back. João Pedro. Palmer. Going through. Cucurella. Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill there. Fernandes. Over to the left. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Time to deliver. Shoots! Foden. Gonzalez. Glory. Rodri. And it's played forward. And it's Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. It's come loose. Pedro Neto. Bernardo Silva.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Pedro Neto. James. Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandes. Rodri. Looking to hit the front line. Adebayo cuts it out. Cucurella. Chalobah. Fernandes. Forward it goes. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Fernandes. Palmer. Adebayo. Fernandes. Haaland. Out towards the flank. Done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Just brushed off the ball there. Caicedo. James. Chalobah. Foden. Tries lifting it over. Sanchez will lay claim to that. James. Fernandes. Joao Pedro. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Rodri. Gonzalez hoists it forward. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Chalobah is there, and he can get that clear. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. In again. Get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. Could cross it here. He's on a charge, but he's on his own for now. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Beautifully done. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gonzalez. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Fernandes. Fernandes plays it out to the wing. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Tries to get it forward quickly. Defence has got rid of that. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Haaland! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Haaland. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Bernardo Silva had a shot. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, maybe their long-range shooting is a little ambitious here, but they have plenty who can smack one, so why not?
Chalobah. Pedro desperately wants to get on the end of this. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Caicedo. Battles to win it back. Gonzalez. Ignori to play it forward. Chalobah tries to clear. Foden. Gonzalez. Finds himself eased off the ball. And it's played forward. Adrabayo. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. And a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Minutes till half-time. Done very well to intervene. And it's played forward. Fernandes. Palmer. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Oh, sweet feet. He's tried one. Brilliant save from Donnarumma. Yehi. Ignoring. Space to get it forward quickly. Rodri. Gonzalez. Ignoring. Ignoring. Going full tilt down the left. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Bernardo Silva plays it short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gonzalez. Out to the left it goes. Ignoring. Gonzalez. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Hoists it forward. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Fernandes. Gets it, and now what? Plays it out to the wing. And now they can launch a counter. Semenyo. Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's had a shot! Palmer. Adrabayo. Forward it goes. Ignoring. Gonzalez. Rodri. Foden. Rodri. Plays it out to the flank. Gonzalez attempts to play it through, away from immediate danger. Bernardo Silva delivers. It's always going to be the keepers. Palmer. Chalobah. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Now it's Foden. Played in by Foden. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Pedro Neto. James. Chalobah. Adebayo plays it forward. Semenyo. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Bernardo Silva really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Foden. Forward it goes, now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Bernardo Silva. Nouri plays it forward. It's still going. Where to next? Delivers across. And he's there to cut it out. Palmer. Forward it goes. Caicedo. Nouri. Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. Drives it towards the front.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Nouri tries to get it forward quickly. Semenyo. Lobs it in gently. It's it into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. A chance to play it in. Gonzalez. Rodri. Gonzalez. Rodri. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. What an adventurous run from a defender. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Bernardo Silva! He's got away with one there.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Gehi. Nouri. Gonzalez. It's being played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gonzalez. Nouri. Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fernandez.